नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके। कृष्ण सुधामुपगते धर्म ज्ञानादिभिः सह कलौ नष्टदृशामेष पुराणार्कधुना उदितः। श्रीमद् भागवत पुराण की जय। रीडिंग फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम 9th canto chapter 19 King Jajati achieves liberation. Text 5 and 6. Okay, on board the verse 5 is written. We'll read together. Swatirya Kupat Susroni Tam Eva Chakame Kila Taya Britam Samudikya Bahuya Ajaha Kanta Kamini Swatirya Kupat Susroni Tam eva chakame kila Taya britam samuddikhya Bahuyo ajaha kantakamini Swatirya kupat susroni Tameva chakame kila Taya britam samuddikhya Bahuyo ajaha kantakamini Swatirya kupat susroni Tameva chakame kila Taya vritam samuddikhya Bahuyo ajaha kantakamini Swatirya kupat susroni Tameva chakame kila Taya vritam samuddikhya Bahuyo ajaha kantakamini Swatirya kupat susroni Tameva chakame kila Taya vritam samuddikhya Bahuyo ajaha kantakamini. Vaishnavis. Swatirya kupat susroni Tam eva chakame kila Taya vittam tamuddikhya Bahuya vajaha kantakamini Next verse, they both translation purport together. So text 6. Pivanam smasrulam preshtham midhuvamsam yabhako vidam soiko ajabrisastasam bahinam rativardhanah reme kama graha grasta atmanam nabhabudhyata. Word meaning. So reading translation purport, because I have to speak about Abhiram Thakur also. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. When the sea goat, who had very nice hips, got out of the well and saw the very handsome he goat, he desired to accept him as her husband. When she did so, many other she goats also desired him as their husband, because he had a very beautiful bodily structure and a nice mustache and beard, and was expert in discharging semen and in the art of sexual intercourse. Therefore, just as a person hunted by a ghost exhibits madness, the best of he goats, attracted by the many she goats, engaged in erotic activities and naturally forgot his real business of self-realization. Purport. Materialists are certainly very much attracted by sexual intercourse. On Maithunadi grahamedhi sukham hi tuchham. Although one becomes a grahastha or householder to enjoy sex life to his heart's content, one is never satisfied. Such a lusty materialist is like a goat. For it is said that if goats meant for slaughter get the opportunity, they enjoy sex before being killed. Human beings, however, are meant for self-realization. Tapo divyam putrakaha yena sattvam suddhi yasmad brahma saukyam anantam. Human life is meant for a relation of the self. The spiritual soul within the body, dehina vasmin jatha dehe, a materialistic rascal, does not know that he is not the body but a spiritual soul within the body. However, one should understand his real position and cultivate knowledge by which to get free from the bodily entanglement. Like an unfortunate person who acts madly, hunted by ghosts, a materialist hunted by the ghost of lust forgets his real business so that he can enjoy so-called happiness in the bodily concept of life. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanaatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakhyurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurubhe Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnam Bhamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanitamscha Mukhaṁ karoti vachalang pangung langhayate girim yatkripa tamahang vande Sri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Tarini Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurati Say Namaha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। When the she-goat, who had very nice sheep, got out of the well and saw the very handsome he-goat, he desired to accept him as her husband. When she did so, many other she-goats also desired him as their husband, because he had a very beautiful bodily structure and a nice mustache and beard, and was expert in discharging semen and in the art of sexual intercourse. Therefore, just as a person hunted by a ghost exhibits madness, the best of the he-goats, attracted by the many she-goats, engaged in erotic activities and naturally forgot his real business of self-realization. So this is the verse that is continuing from previous verses, that Maharaj Jajati was lamenting. After thousands years enjoyed his sex life, and then he could understand that how he uselessly spent his life. As Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Durlabha Manava Janma Labhiya Sansare Krishna Nabhajinu Dukha Kahiba Kahare. This is the real misery for a human being who got a human body, but he did not spend his time for Krishna bhajan, for pure devotional service. Rather, he just engaged in material sense gratifications whole life. So actually, that is the real misery for a person. But a materialistic person, he couldn't understand this truth. Ahara nidra bhaya maithunancha samanya etat pasubhi ranam dharma tu eka adhika vishesha dharmena hina pasubhi samana. So these four things: ahara nidra, eating, sleeping, and to do something to make oneself fearless, bhaya and maithuna, the sex life. So these four things are common to human beings and also to the animals, to other 84 lakhs of species, even to the birds and animals. So what is the speciality of a human birth? It's told dharma tu eka adhika vishesha. Because in this human birth, one he is rational, the man is a rational animal. He has this intelligence to distinguish what to do and what not to do. What is the goal of life? So, dharma, that's why he knows that what is my dharma, what is my actual original position. Krishna Nitya Das, Jivera Swarupa hai Krishna Nitya Das. So in this way, he could perform his real duty and by engaging himself in pure devotional service. So that's why Maharaj Jajati, he come to after long time, after thousands of years he enjoying his sex life, then he is realizing how he spent uselessly these times. what is the goal of life. So that's why he is telling these allegorical stories, that is his own life. He told this story just to that is connected to his own life. That how he got married to Devajani. So he considered Devajani as a she-goat and himself as a he-goat. And he described in previous verses that while wandering in a forest, eating to satisfy his senses, a he-goat by chance approached a well, in which he saw the she-goat standing helplessly, having fallen into it by the influence of the result of fruitive activities. So in this way he told that after planning how to get the she-goat out, and finally he becomes successful, and the she-goat come out, then they both got married. Then this verse is coming. When the she-goat, they saw this he-goat, then they both attracted to each other. And they got married, and they spent so many years. But Maharaj Jajati was lamenting how he spent all those days uselessly for sanskar. This is not the purpose of a human life. So he is telling this story. He had already decided within his mind to leave his kingdom and to accepting Vanaprastha, to enter to the forest. So before leaving his home, he just addressing his own wife, Devajani, that how their life just uselessly they spent in sex life. This is not the actual goal of human life. So Prabhupada is writing this way. The actual purpose is mentioned by Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj told, in his teachings to his classmates, the first verse is telling, Komare acharat pragyo dharman bhagavata iha durlabham manusang janma jadyapi adhrubam arthadam. He told that one should begin his devotional life from very early age, when he is only age of 5. So, Komara, from the very childhood, he should start his devotional service. Komara acharat pragya, he is considered as an intelligent person. This is the Bhagavad Dharma, this is the teachings of Bhagavad Dharma. Dharman Bhagavata iha. Because Durlabha Manusam, the human birth is very rarely achieved. Though this human body is also subject to destruction, we are subject to death, but still there is specific purpose for this human birth. That's why tat prayasana kartabhya jathayu vayah param na tatha bindate khemang mukunda charanambujam. That's why we should not waste our time, tat prayasa, just for sense gratification, for sex life. One should not waste his life. Because human life is very rarely achieved. What to do? Mukunda charanambujam. So one should surrender at the lotus feet of Krishna and spend his life for performing pure devotional service unto Krishna. That is the goal of life. That's why Prabhupada is quoted telling that yan maithunadi grihamedhi sukham hi tucham. This is simply this so-called grahamedhi, life's the life center is just sex life, and they uselessly spending their life and their time. So a devotee should not follow them. He should engage in devotional service. By how can we get out from this material world? From this, if he hears and Krishna Katha. This first limb of bhakti is Shravanam. By Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. 9 process of devotional service. The first process is hearing. If one hear Krishna Katha, then he could lose his interest from materialistic way of life. In association of Vaishnavas, that's why Kapiladev told to Mother Devahuti, Satang Prasangat Mamavirya Sambido Bhavanti Hritkarna Rasayana Katha Tad Jasonad Asu Apavarga Vartmani Saddha Ratir Bhakti Anukramishyati. Told Mother, in association of Vaishnavas, one should hear Krishna Katha regularly. By hearing Krishna Katha, then this Krishna Katha enter through the ears, then this come to the heart, and it destroy all the unwanted these things like Kama, Krodha, Lobha, all these things from many birth times. They are stocked in the heart. They gradually get destroyed. So, in this way, then he gradually develops Saddha, means faith, that Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. Gradually he could understand, by performing pure devotional service unto Krishna, one can achieve perfection of life. Saddha Rati, then he gradually attached for devotional service. Attachment. Rati means asakti. Then Saddha, then Bhakti, then he finally achieved the pure devotional service. That is the goal of life. So in this way, by hearing the Krishna Katha, or hearing by the pure life of his devotees, pure devotees, also we can purify our senses. We can develop a desire for Krishna's service. We lose our interest for this materialistic way of life. So today is such the disappearance day of such a great Vaishnava, a Gaura Parsad, is Abhiram Das Thakur. Gaurangir Sangi Gane, Nitya Siddha Karimane, Sejaye Brajendra Sutapas. Shigaura Mandala Bhumi, Jeva Jane Chintamani, Tara Haye Brajabhume, Bas. That is the Chaitanya, that is Narottam Das Thakur says that these associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are not ordinary. They are not from this material world. Nitya Siddha, they are eternally liberated souls. They are associates from Goloka Vrindavan, just like this Gaurnita, they come to this material world, they Golokara Premadhana, Harinama Sankirtana. He brought this Golokara Premadhana. Similarly, all his internal associates also came with them to perform their pastimes in this material world and to attract the conditioned souls to perform pure devotional service. So today is Abhiram Das Thakur. Actually, there is no mention of his birth, which village he born. He was staying in Khanakul, Krishnanagar. But who is his father or mother, his birthplace, this is not mentioned anywhere. He was, because he was mentioned in Gaura Ganadas Dipika, because he was Siddham. He was in Krishna Lila, was Siddham. Pura Siddhama Nama Asit Abhiram Adhuna Mahan Dvatrim Sata Janai Rebe Bahyam Kashtam Uvahaya. Pura Siddhama Nama Asit. Before he was Siddhama, the Gopo, there are 12 principal Gopos in Krishna Balaram's pastime. The Siddhama is one of them, the elder brother of Radharani. So Siddhama and Subal, they are very famous. So Siddhama Gopa, and he appeared in this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastime says Abhiram. But all other associates, they born here, their birthplace, their father, mother name is even Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, everything is mentioned. But about Abhiram Das Thakur, there is nothing mentioned. in his life story mentioned that actually one day Krishna Balaram and with the cowherd boy they are playing in Braj, hide and seek. So Sridham also playing with them, and he was hiding in a cave in Govardhan. But in the meantime, suddenly Krishna, taking all his cowherd boys, Balaram, they just come to Navadip Dham. And they entered in Nadia. They performed their pastimes, they started their Sankirtan pastimes there. But Sridham was still in cave, hiding. He was hiding there. No one is finding him, so he is hiding there. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started his Sankirtan pastimes in Navadip, one day suddenly, in the middle of Kirtan, he shouted the name of, was calling Sridham, Sridham. Nityananda, he told Nitai, where is Sridham? Without Sridham, how can I have pastimes? We can enjoy these Sankirtan pastimes. I cannot engage in the Sankirtan pastime without Sridham. Can you bring Sridham to me? Then Mahaprabhu told, Nitai, he is still in Govardhan. Go and bring from him, from Braj. So then Nityananda Prabhu came here. And he was in Govardhan. Then he shouted, Sridham, Sridham, Sridham. Then Sridham, who is calling me? After a long time, no one is remembering. I am just simply meditating my Kanhai. Then he come out. And he was a man from Dwaparju. He was 10 feet height. He was huge. Then he was, so who is this? Who are you? Nityananda Prabhu was maybe 6-7 feet. And he was in blue garment, he is natural, he is wearing. Who are you? Who are you calling me? He told, I am Balaram. Kanhai is there in Navadip Dham there. He is calling you. You have to come. All cowherd boys, your Kanhai, and I was also there, but Kanhai sent me to bring you there. He told you, Balaram, how can I believe? You are not look like Balaram. Though you are wearing this blue, I can believe if you, now I am just clapping my hand and just start my running. And I am just circulating over. If you are able to cut me, then if you will catch me, then I will believe you, Balaram. No one can compete with me in a running competition. So Nityananda, let it be. Then he just clapped his hand, 1, 2, 3, then he started running. And Nityananda Prabhu just running. He told us after circulating 5 times, and 4th time, then Balaram, he just saw back his Balaram, and Nityananda was there, just caught him. I told him, yes. Now I believe you are Balaram. But how you are so small? Why you are so small? And he told, it is already, Dwapara has finished. It is already Kali Yuga started. So Kali Yuga, this is the natural height of human being. Gradually, height will also decrease. So anyhow, then he told, come. To now you believe, then we'll go to Kanhai. He is in Gauranga Mahaprabhu in Navadip now. Some places mentioned he went himself. Some places he told Sridham refused to go, leave Braj. But he sent one of his expansion, is known as Ramdas, Ramdas Abhiram. So anyhow, so Abhiram Thakur, then finally Balaram, in some places mentioned that Balaram Nityananda Balaram made to his size, to whom? Revati, when marriage was Balaram and Revati. Revati was from Satyaj. She was very tall, 21 feet height. So Balaram made her according to his own size. Similarly, Nityananda Prabhu also, by his mystic power, make him it same size of Nityananda. Then they both started their journey, and they came to Navadip Dham. And then when Gauranga Mahaprabhu saw him, he just running to welcome him, welcome both Nityananda and the Abhiram, the name was given by Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He was not Abhiram before. Gauranga Mahaprabhu, when he called him, And then he called him as Abhiram. So this name Abhiram Das Thakur, this name was given by Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself. He was called him Abhiram. So he was an extraordinary personality. He is not ordinary person. He is not a Jiva Tattva, just like this 12 coward boys and Ashtasakhis, Nanda, Jasoda, they are Swarup Shakti, direct expansion of Krishna. They are not in Jiva Tattva. That is proved in many cases. It is said that when Abhiram Thakur pay his obeisances in the temple, if the stone is there, Salagram stone is not original Salagram stone is just, then it will be immediately cracked. If the deity is not properly installed, according to proper is not installed, then the deity will crack. And if someone is not in Vishnu Tattva and he pay obeisances, then the child will die immediately. Is so much powerful. He killed 7 child of Nityananda Prabhu by simply paying obeisances. She was first child born to Nityananda Prabhu. Then he became happy. Abhiram was there in their house in Khardha. Anyhow, so just so the child. Then Abhiram started paying the obeisance. Then immediately the child died. Like this, 7. Then 7. He killed 7 children. Finally, Jarnava and Vasudha, they told, don't invite him again to our child's birth ceremony. So 8 times they told, because Abhiram was staying in Khanakul Krishnagar, then he had to cross to other side of Ganges to go there. They told to the boatsmen, don't allow this guy. If someone's name is Abhiram, you ask, then don't let him cross the Ganges. Keep him on the other side. Don't allow him. So the 8th child when born, so there is function, but Abhiram Thakur was not invited. So finally they came to Ganges. Then he knows that I have to go there. So he come to the bank of Ganges. Then he told, the boatsman told, what is your name? He told, my name is Abhiram. Abhiram, I will not have. Nityananda Prabhu told, no one will allow, no boatman will allow you to cross. It happened. All the boatmen simply putting water on the boat, they make the boat drown. Because they may be forcefully take the boat and go. So then finally he was laughing. He just put one is uttari, just to make him turban and put on water. Then he sit on the turban. Then just crossed the river, went to other side. And then he reached when Nityananda Prabhu, they are all fearful. Oh, Abhiram came, but what they told? They have to welcome him. He is not ordinary person. And finally, when Abhiram came, Vasudha and Jarnava both came. Folding hand, they told, please, don't pay obeisances to our child. But that child, he told, don't worry, this child, sir, very special. They will not die. The Ganga Devi, the Nityananda Prabhu's daughter was Ganga. Then that, when Abhiram paid obeisances, she was smiling and laughing. And then immediately he composed 100 verses glorifying Ganga Devi. See, Ganga Devi was Ganga personified. So then after another child came, Birchandra Thakur, and he paid obeisances to Birchandra Thakur. Birchandra Thakur also, he was laughing. So he could understand. Then he wrote, immediately composed Birabhadra Ashtakam. 8 verses glorifying Birabhadra, Prabhu Thakur. He told, anyone has not seen Gauranga Mahaprabhu, come and see this child. He is not different from Gauranga. He is incarnation of Kshiroda Sai Vishnu. So in this way, many examples how exalted Siddhama was. One time he was feeling like a coward boy. He was like, I must play flute. Where is my flute? Who has told me? In the ecstasy he was searching for flute. In the way he saw a huge log. He told, is told Dvatringsa Sata Jana Reva. Dvatringsa means 32 peoples needed to just to lift that the wooden log. But he himself, very easily he went and make it as a flute and started playing. Like flute. So his wife was Malini Devi. There's many wonderful stories about that. I'm not going to describe here. So she is also one time he went to pay his, when he heard that the Raghunandan Thakur was exalted devotee, how Gopinath ate this laddu from his hand. He went to also Raghunandan Thakur's house, Sikhand. He came to see how exalted Raghunandan is. So Mukunda Das, his father, was very fearful. He heard about how he killed many child of Nityananda Prabhu. He told Raghunandan, don't come. He hide him inside a room. And when Abhiram came, he told Abhiram, he is not here. Raghunandan is not in house. He went somewhere. I was playing with child, when we went somewhere playing with other. He waited for few hours, then he became very morose. Then Abhiram just returning. Raghunandan came, he was not known about this. Then he come to knowledge that Abhiram Thakur came. And because he could not get his association, he was just left. So he was running. Without the knowledge of his father, he was simply running. Raghunandan Thakur running. After walking few miles, he caught. He told, hey, Raghunandan. Raghunandan shouted. He told, oh, Abhiram Thakur Prabhu, I am Raghunandan. Then he paid him obeisances. Then immediately, he also paid obeisances. Who? Abhiram Das Thakur. But nothing happened to Raghunandan. Raghunandan just went. Then they embraced each other. Then they started dancing, ecstatic dancing. That is, then during the dancing, this Nupur, what is this? Uncle well of Raghunandan was just sprinkle thread long distance. Akai Hat, a village. There is one of his disciples. House there is Nupur Kund is there. Another time he came to Gopal Guru to test. Gopal Guru was very famous in Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu associate. So he told, I have to test how the Gopal Guru is exalted. He is pure devotee. If he is pure devotee, then he could tolerate my obeisances. So Mahaprabhu could understand. So Mahaprabhu empowered Gopal Guru. He put his feet on his head. So in this way, Gopal Guru became empowered. So when Abhiram Thakur came and paid him obeisances, nothing happened. Then he understood he is also got special mercy from Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He is one whip, Chabuk. This is known as Jai Mangal Chabuk. Jai Mangal. He said that whomever he will just touch with this whip, then he will surcharge with Krishna Prem. He become ecstatic, chant, dance, become like madman. He will achieve Gaura Prem, Krishna Prem. So knowing this, one time Janhava Mata, he sent Srinivas Acharya. Srinivas Acharya was a boy. He told Srinivas, it is my order. You should go and meet Abhiram. Because he will touch you with his whip, or beat you with his whip. Then he will be surcharged with Krishna Prem. So Srinivas Acharya came. And it is also another example how Srinivas Acharya came, he also paid obeisances. But nothing happened to Srinivas Acharya. Because Srinivas Acharya is also considered as a Shakti-aves incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The three, Srinivas, Shyamananda and Narottama Das Thakur, the three of also considered as Shakti-aves incarnation of Gauranga, Nityananda and Advaita. Srinivas Acharya is considered as this empowered incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Narottama Das Thakur considered as the empowered incarnation of Narottama Das Thakur, and Shyamananda Prabhu's incarnation was, Shyamananda Prabhu was incarnation of Advaita Acharya. So in this way, Srinivas Acharya, nothing happened. Then he told, the Janma Mata sent me to you. You have this Jayamangala's whip. I want to be beaten. Please beat me with this whip. So he laughed. Then he brought his whip. Then 1, 2, 3. Immediately his wife came, Malini caught his hand. Hey, what are you doing? He's a small boy. He will be fainted. Then immediately Srinivas became in charge. Srinivas Acharya in charge with the Krishna Prem. He started dancing with Abhiram. For a long time they danced together. So another story, how he was living in Khana called Krishnanagar. Khana is a river's name. There is a river in Hooghly district near from Calcutta. Prabhupada mentioned everything in his Chaitanya Charitamrita in 11th chapter. 11th chapter, this Nityananda Parsad. He is considered as Nityananda Parsad. Also Gaur Parsad, also his name is both in Gaur Parsad, also in Nityananda Parsad. Prabhupada gave detail how to reach to the Khana called Krishnanagar. Told in Hooghly district, which train you have to cut, everything detailed Prabhupada wrote there. So there is a river, Khana river. River's name is Khana. Kula means the bank. So bank of this Khana river, there is a city, Krishnanagar. Why is Krishnanagar? Because the Lord Krishna residing in that city in his deity form. So this Krishna, because this Krishna was worshipped by whom? Abhiram Das Thakur. So Abhiram Das Thakur, when he was staying on that, he went to this village. There is a huge bakul tree. You have bakul tree here. And so he went to the village, then he sat down underneath this bakul tree. Still this is famous. People go and pay obeisances there. So then he was just staying underneath this tree. One day Krishna came in dream. He told, Abhiram, I am here, just underneath this earth here, under this soil. You just excavate me, just discover me from this, underneath this from protect, just discover me from what? I am suffering like anything. Many years I am just waiting for you. Just like Gopal was suffering for Madhav, waiting for Madhavendra Puri. So he called the village people, then there is a kund, a Ram kund is called, because in this kund, this deity was found. Now there's so much water. The local peoples believe this water was very transcendental. All the anyone goes and take a bath, then he will become sinless. He can achieve liberation. So anyhow, so after with the help of the village people, when they just dug this whole area, after long digging, up to water was coming from there. So then suddenly they got this deity, this very beautiful deity. Then Abhiram Das Thakur gave him name as Gopinath. There are many Gopinath deities in our Sampradaya. There is another Gopinath also, which is Govinda Ghosh. Gopinath, he gave Sadha for it. Anyhow, we have even here is Gopinath in Jaipur, and is Khirchur Gopinath, and Tota Gopinath in Puri, so many Gopinath. But here is also Abhiram Das Thakur. He discovered this Gopinath deity from this Khanakul, Krishnanagar. That's why it's Krishnanagar, which Krishna was. This is for the local village, about 3-4 districts, thousands of people come to see this deity. This deity was very famous because he is a self-manifested deity. It's come just self-manifested. So then in this way, Abhiram Das Thakur was just worshipping personally. He was worshipping this deity, and Radharani also came there. Then Radha Gopinath deity is still there. It is very opulent worship is going on. So in this way, that is his main sipat. Abhiram Das Thakur was main sipat. He is that Khana called Krishnanagar, because this Krishna was residing there, and Gopinath is Gopinath, the bank of Khana river. So it's called Khana called Krishnanagar. Then when he is gradually getting older, but his bodily strength was never decreased. He was very powerful. There are so many stories about Abhiram Das Thakur. His disciples, they wrote his life history. Many mystic stories there. He was defeated so many tantrics, so many things. So many stories about Abhiram Das Thakur. But some important just points I just mentioned in the class. So this is today is his disappearance day, the 7th day of the dark moon, the month of Chaitra. He disappeared. So he disappeared. That's why then there is a big festival every year on his disappearance day. Thousands of people come, and that Khana called Krishnanagar. There is a big festival there. So in this way, you can see how Abhiram Das Thakur spread this Sankirtan movement. Even when Nityananda Prabhu, when Puri and Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, Mahaprabhu stayed in Puri, then he told Nityananda to go and preach in Bengal. He sent Nityananda Prabhu, then he sent also him. Abhiram also went with Mahaprabhu, but he sent Abhiram Das Thakur and Gadadhar Das with Nityananda. Told you both go with Nityananda and preach in Bengal. So that's why, though you are staying in Khana called Krishnanagar, but most times he was also spending with Nityananda Prabhu's family. He was staying with Jannavi. Nityananda Prabhu disappeared, then he was staying with Jannava and his other Birachandra Prabhu. He has also stayed a long time with Birachandra Prabhu. And in this he was helping in spreading this Sankirtan movement in West Bengal, Bengal area. In this way you can see how this Gauranga Sangi Gana Nitya Siddha Karimane. So Gauranga Sangi Gana Nitya Siddha Karimane. They are eternal liberated Nitya Siddhas. They are eternal associates of Krishna. They same associate, they also appeared in Gauranga Mahaprabhu's pastimes. And one such associate was Abhiram Das Thakur. He is also known as Ramdas. Sometimes he is also known as Ramdas. It's already time, so I stop here. Any question or comment? Maharaj? Okay, Hare Krishna. श्रील अभिराम दास ठाकुर तिरोहा महामहोत्सव की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।